Hello guys, and welcome to the first installment in the virtual ATC string of videos from GyroSimulations. Keep in mind that this information is for use in Flight Simulator only. This video will focus on the clearance delivery phraseology and steps to obtain a perfect clearance from the air traffic controller. In order for an IFR flight to be legal, you must first get a clearance to be able to fly that route. In the real world, this is given to the pilot upon request by the clearance delivery controller. But keep in mind that most ATC clients use a top-down system, which means that if the clearance delivery controller is not online, then the next controller up will give you your IFR clearance. This can be a scary thing to do at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to ask for and receive a perfect clearance every time. Before you request your clearance, you must first send in the flight plan. Doing this is different for each ATC network, so refer to the network instructions on how to do so. The most daunting task in asking for an IFR clearance is putting the steps together in the right order with the right phraseology. An acronym to remember the correct order of things is CRAFT. CRAFT stands for Clearance Limit, which is usually the airport, Route, which is the route that you must fly, Altitude, which is your assigned cruising altitude, Frequency, which is the frequency you must contact on request by the current controller, and Transponder, which is the squawk code that you have been assigned. Once you have CRAFT down, you can finally start on the phraseology. As a VATSIM controller myself, I can testify that it helps us if you use this phraseology to request your clearance. The basic template to use is call sign, location, looking for IFR clearance to destination airport. For example, I'll pretend to be Delta Flight 1042. Delta Flight 1042 on the ramp in Denver looking for IFR clearance to Los Angeles. Once I request this, the controller can reply with a few different things. The most common way that he or she will reply is by saying Delta 1042 clearance on request, stand by. Don't get startled if he says this. It simply means that he needs to take some time to verify that the information you submitted in the flight plan is the correct route. Another way that he can reply, which is almost as common as the first way, is to give your clearance right there. Make sure to have a pen and paper in hand in case he does this. If your flight plan is okay and correct, then you can expect the clearance to sound like this. Delta 1042, Denver delivery, good afternoon. Clearance cleared to Los Angeles Airport, Rocky 7 departure, red table transition, then as filed. Maintain 10,000, expect flight level tree 8010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 1 point tree, squawk 0667. Let's dissect this clearance. Delta 1042 is a call sign. Denver delivery is his air traffic control position. Clear to Los Angeles is a clearance limit or destination airport. Rocky 7 departure, red table transition is the route. Then as filed means then fly the rest of the route that you filed. Maintain 10,000 is the altitude that you must not go above unless told to do so by the controller. Expect flight level tree 8010 minutes after departure means that if you lose radio communication with the controller, then you should climb to flight level tree 80 or 38,000 feet, 10 minutes after you departed the airfield. Departure frequency 1 point tree is a departure frequency that you should contact when the controller says switch to departure, good day. Squawk 0667 is the code you must enter into your aircraft's transponder. Don't worry if you don't remember this. Controllers are there to help you, so if you mess up, you can certainly expect help from the controller. After the controller gives you your flight plan, you must then read it back exactly as he said. You should say, we are cleared to Los Angeles via the Rocky 7 departure, red table transition, then as filed. We'll maintain 10,000 and up to flight level tree 80, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 1 point tree, and we're squawking 0667. If you don't read back any portion of the plan correctly, the controller will have to read it again. This is in no way a punishment. He just has to make sure that you are planning on doing the correct thing. After you successfully read back the clearance, the controller will say, Delta 1042, read back is correct. Push back and start up at your discretion. Expect runway 17 right for departure. Call me when ready for taxi. This is all fairly self-explanatory. This is a lot to take in at one time, so it will certainly take a couple of tries to get it correct. Don't be scared if you mess up. If you mess up, the controller will correct you because they are there to help. The clearance delivery section is perhaps the scariest part of learning to fly on a virtual air traffic control network. Once you get it down, flying will be much simpler. Once again, thank you for watching, and feel free to ask questions in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.